I'm Angela Lamont and I'm at the top of the BT Tower for the Kcom Age of Engagement event today.
I think the Age of Engagement title for today's session is absolutely the right one. I think when we look at customer service in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, it's going to feel very conversational. It's about co-producing value with consumers.
I think it's a bit of a challenge to all companies to kind of think about how they work with their customers and how they collaborate, and if they've got that joined-up approach with customers.
People accept that things can go wrong and some things are beyond your control, but if you deal with it well in a customer service situation, then that can almost bring you sort of bigger accolades than getting it right in the first place.
Customer preferences is to use multiple channels, but a standard service is expected across all of those different channels. Any digitisation that you go into will have to have value for both parties, both the customer and the provider, or to be honest, you will not get adoption and usage.
There's two ways of seeing it, isn't there? There's offering people the plethora of choices, and there's trying to hone in on what can be really impactful for your core customer base.
Organisations in the top quartile, the organisations with the most engaged employees, the most actively engaged employees, have 2 times higher income than the rest of the organisations. Lower product defects, fewer safety incidents, less churn, less absenteeism. I think in any sector that is a really good reason for wanting to have engaged employees and wanting to take a look at our engagement levels.
The performance reviews and building the engagement with employees, the feedback and all of that, to me, is one of the things that is an immediate thing that we could probably try and integrate.
With a lot of the future of work, you want talent. You don't want talent necessarily in a geographic location because it restricts you. You need to bring them in occasionally face-to-face, but actually it's much, much better to retain that talent.
I'm very sceptical about the home working, but I think I've got to evolve it and start actually learning more about it and trusting it more.
Less hand-holding. We don't want to do it anymore, we don't have the money for it anymore. So giving people more personal responsibility and accountability to deliver, to buy and manage the services for themselves.
Try and make customers early responders on that kind of platform and see if they would like that level of engagement more than they like the current channels.
So it's pretty obvious that we think something's afoot. I think it's been expressed so eloquently from so many different perspectives this morning. We are entering a new age.
One of the things that you've got to ask is, have you got a customer-driven business model that works? And is your customer service strategy aligned with that business model so that you can deliver on your service promises to your customer?
All the speakers were so engaging themselves that it gives you a buzz to try and make the most out of it.
I think there's a lot we've learnt from today that we've just been speaking to Max about, to see whether we can get someone in to do more so we can see what we can do to start engaging our staff more.
We will look to see if there are smart and easily implemented ways of gathering that feedback.
It's been a really good event today and we've talked to a lot of people. If you weren't here though, we'd still like to hear your views. The presentations are available to watch, and of course, being all about engagement, we'd really like you to get in touch with us.